are you fearful that we could see another leg down in equities and that this rally may not be sustained?
Yeah, look, it's often said that the stock market is not the economy, and the stock market tends to overshoot and undershoot. And maybe on the first leg down, we undershot to the 2,200 levels, but this really very strong rebound, I think, needs to be taken with a bit of care for mainly two reasons. The first is that the leadership in the stock market is actually very narrow. It is, again, the sort of US equities, and within US equities, it's US tech that is really leading the rebound. And that is actually very concentrated leadership. And don't forget that if you think about it, the wealth gap in the United States between the haves and the not-haves is the biggest since the 1920 recession. And also don't forget that the value versus the growth aspect of the stock market, that gap is also the biggest in recent history. So the stock market seems to be very narrowly driven, and that is historically not a healthy sign. And hence, I think the possibility of a pullback is quite high.
Is that why you have a high conviction call on gold, and long gold mining stocks, with a target, I note, on gold surging to over $3,000 an ounce?
Yeah, that's correct. And if you think about it, I mean, the move in Bitcoin, the move in gold, again, has shown us that to some extent now there's an increased focus on hard currency assets. Because, again, one of the reasons why the stock markets have rebounded is because the central banks have done whatever it took, right? And there's a lot of stimulus and support measures being put into the economy. But however, that potentially could lead to currency weakness in the longer term. And hence, again, hard assets that central banks cannot print, like gold the Fed cannot print gold, are potentially outperforming in this environment. And I think it's interesting from a sort of stock market analysis perspective to see that actually the S&P 500 gold mining index is the best performing sector of the US stock market. So again, the trend is your friend in gold.